Hi everyone, I'm Mark Rosenthal with you on this Thursday morning. We're recording this broadcast as of about 10:17. The snow is flying in Boston at the present time, but we have rain coming up from the South Shore, very close. I'll tell you, there's a coastal front that's just south of Boston. It's a whole different world from about Plymouth down to Cape Cod, where it's pouring and temperatures in the low 40s. But even you folks will see the mercury falling into the 20s this afternoon in near blizzard conditions. All right, let's get into it and see what we have for you in terms of watches and warnings. Still a blizzard warning in effect in orange from Portsmouth to Manchester to Lawrence, Boston, Brockton, down to Plymouth, now including Providence, Rhode Island, till 7 o'clock tonight. In pink, it's a winter storm warning. Let's look at some temperatures. I know this map's going to be hard to decipher, but you see temperatures in Boston are running in the upper 20s. Notice low 40s over the Cape and the Islands at the present time with a northeast wind there. Once the wind turns more north, it's going to drag that colder air down. You folks in southeastern New England are going to see a flash freeze, everything freezing solid with rain going over to snow, so you need to be prepared for that. Heavy snow now falling from Boston to Worcester to Hartford to Concord, New Hampshire. The snow pattern extends back through eastern New York State, snowing pretty decently in New York City and over Long Island as well. As we look at the latest mosaic loop here, if we can get this to loop, you see that rain snow line almost into Boston, but it's going to start to retreat. And you see the heavy bands of snow from Boston to Worcester throughout much of Connecticut at the present time. So we still have many hours to go in the storm. I don't think it really shuts down till around 7 o'clock tonight. Now the storm has an eye. Look at this on the latest visible shot. Has an eye located about maybe 250 miles to the southeast of Chesapeake Bay, or maybe 300 miles or so south of Nantucket. The storm is continuing to intensify, moving off to the northeast, so we're going to tap that intensification. I want to show you the latest surface map. You look at this and say, what the heck is that? These are lines of air pressure. These are what we call isobars, and you can see they're really packed together here as we now have, as of about 9 o'clock this morning, a 962 millibar low, which is continuing to deepen. So by the time it gets to our latitude, it's about a 948, 949 millibar low. That's why the winds are really going to be ramping up along the coast over the next several hours. So let's look at the latest NAM computerized model. This is a projection for 1 o'clock this afternoon. They say we have a 953 millibar low located about 200 miles southeast or south of Nantucket at that time, 1 o'clock this afternoon. And notice all the isobars, the lines of equal air pressure, really tightening up over southeastern and southern New England. The winds are really going to be howling from the northeast, perhaps gusting to hurricane force. So I am concerned about power outages and certainly flooding along the shore at the time of high tide. How much snow are we going with? Well, still 1 to 2 feet from Portsmouth to Boston, just to Providence, to Putnam, to Hartford perhaps. I've lowered it a little bit southeast of Providence, 6 to 12 plus, and on the Cape I still think you get well over a half a foot of snow, because when the rain goes to snow there, it's really going to snow to beat the band, and lesser amounts off to the northwest. So let's try to run down the forecast for you. It goes like this for Boston. For the balance of this day, it's snow from Boston north and west, heavy at times, creating near blizzard conditions. Temperatures falling back into the teens this afternoon. But once you get in the line from Plymouth to Cape Cod, where it's pouring rain, it'll be going over to snow. Temperatures falling into the 20s with a flash freeze there. I am concerned about coastal flooding, as we suggested. We do have a marine storm warning posted. Now, the snow will be winding down this evening, probably around 7 or 8 o'clock tonight. Skies partially clear overnight. Temps 0 to 5 above, but you add on a northwest wind at 25 to 55 miles an hour. Dangerous wind chills of 20 below. And tomorrow and Saturday, variable clouds and sun, windy, bitter cold. It'll be near 10 above zero. A little milder on Sunday. Low in mid-20s, and there are some signs that could really warm up before next week is over. I'm still working on that for you. Working on a lot of things. I'm working on my mind, too. That is my forecast. Of course, we'll be around. We'll keep you posted. I am on WPLM Easy 99.1 radio every hour live, starting at 25 past the hour. So join me then and join me here. I'm Mark Rosenthal.